Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2016 Nissan Altima. We're going to be changing the rear brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands. We'll pull our tire off. What I like to do first is take a flat screwdriver, we'll put it in this window. It'll catch either on our pad or on our rotor, and then we'll pull it towards us. Just like that. And what we're doing is we're sucking in the caliper piston and testing our slide pins to make sure that they slide properly. So we'll just keep doing this till they bottom out. That's good. Then you can see our slide pins are still working. We have two 14mm bolts to take our caliper off. Crack them loose. I'll buzz them out. Now this top one has the little rubber on it, so it's important we put it back with the top. Do the bottom, we'll hold on to the caliper. You can see the bottom is just straight metal, no rubber. We'll just set this aside. We can pull our pads out, just push on them, they'll pop out. And the same with our hardware, we'll just take our screwdriver, just kind of get in there, wedge them off. Next, our caliper bracket is held on with two 19mm bolts. And we'll zoom these out. Hold on to the bracket for this last bolt. And then pull it off, set it aside. Let's get our rotor off. We want to make sure our parking brake is in the off position. With a good hammer or mallet, we're going to tap on it right in between our wheel studs. That vibration will pop it loose. It's like just a couple of hits, all it needed. We'll wiggle it off. Now we'll take a drill with a cleaning wheel and we'll clean off our hub surface. All right, so it looks pretty good. While we're in here, we can inspect our parking brake shoes. These are looking really good. Now let's prep our rotor. Our rotor has a protective coating on it for storage. We want to clean that off. So we'll take some brake clean. I like doing this in a well-ventilated area because this is a pretty powerful solvent. We'll just spray it down and wipe it off. Turn it over and do the same thing. Spray it down and wipe it off. That's it. Let's install it. Just put this on, slide it back all the way. Now you'll notice a hole right here. We want to take the grommet out of the old one and put it in this hole. So just on the inside of the rotor, we'll push that old grommet out. There, just like that. And then we'll slide this one in. Just kind of push it in. There, like that. Next, we're gonna put our new hardware on our bracket. If yours is looking really crusty, we could take that same drill and wire wheel and just clean it off really good. Turn it over. I like having a fan off to the side blowing any dust away from me. And we'll get our new hardware. It's shaped to fit, so it only goes on one way. We'll just push it in till it locks. There, just like that with our fingers. Then I like taking just a screwdriver, pushing down on it just to make sure it's 100% seated in. I'll just do that to the other side. Just push it in like that and double check. That's it, pretty straightforward. Now let's install it on the vehicle. According to my manual, these are torqued to 62 foot-pounds. The only way I can get to the top is with a little wobbly adapter like this. I'll have a link in the description, but your socket goes on and it allows the socket to wobble just a little. It gives you just enough for this top. All right, put our pads on. Put the outside one on first just so we can see how it goes on. Push that on. And if you have one with a wear indicator, we want that on the inside facing up. I'll just put this in like that. Because we pushed in our caliper piston at the beginning, it should just slide right on. You don't have to push it in any further. Now, if you weren't able to do that beginning part, that's okay. You'll just need a caliper piston tool to push that in. There's lots of different tools. I'll have a link in the description if you need one. Now we'll take our rubber and just make sure it kind of lines up with our hole, just like that. And then same up here, just line it up, get it kind of close. For our caliper bolts, we're gonna wipe off that old grease. We're gonna apply new grease. Just put it on. We wanna make sure that this is grease for calipers, not just any old grease. This is the solid one without the rubber, so we'll put that in. Just kind of line it up. We want to make sure that all that grease doesn't just come off on our rubber boot. So make sure you're just as centered as you can be. We'll get that going. There we go. I'll do the top one. Just wipe all that off. Apply new grease. Just put it on like that. Get that going. Snug them down. And these are torqued to 32 foot-pounds. That is it. We want to put our tire on, lower it, and then go inside and push on the brake pedal a few times until it feels solid. Then we'll hop over to the other side, do the exact same thing. Good job. All right, there you go. That's how you can place your rear brake pads and rotors on your Altima. All in all, not too bad. The very next thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is we bring the vehicle up to about 30, 35 miles an hour, then we come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, we do want to feel a nice positive stop. Then we'll do it again, bring it back up, 35, 40 miles an hour, then come to a nice solid stop. We'll do that about 4 or 5 times, then our new brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. See you on the next one.